witty banter, please.
Let me
might be a
roll for
little-
witty banter.
All right, roll for witty banter.
Okay, rolling for witty banter. I got a 16. Crap, now I have to think of something.
Yeah, that's some pretty good witty banter.
I was really honestly hoping it was going to be a low number and then I could say something dumb and pretend it was witty. But now I'm really feeling the pressure.
And so I must be Ernest. Ernest in the countryside and David in the city.
Can I be Frank then?
There we go. All right. I was going
Is that
for
from
the
the
wit.
impertinent of being earnest?
No, yes. Yes, we're going for witty banter. There's nothing wittier than Oscar Wilde.
All right.
You're the one who wanted.
I don't want this in the
the peek behind the curtain.
Free roll.
Every time Jeff's like, turn on the mics and make the funnies happen.
Go.
Dance.
Sometimes
Dance
you-
for me. And he's like, take it again. Not funny.
Not funny enough. Again.
Oscar Wilde.
And welcome back to the 7th Star to the Right podcast. This is episode session 33. How you guys doing?
Episode session 33?
Episode session 33.
It can be both.
Session.
You can be both.
How many sessions?
34 because we
33.
did the meta one
Oh, we did.
No, that's
I didn't count that one.
because that's not an episode.
Uh,
That's a separate
Session,
parallel
but it's
Hold
not
on.
an
series.
Stop the
episode.
It's just like
recording.
Angel.
What are we talking
Oh, no. No, let's not be just like Angel, please. I have aspirations.
All right.
I
So
wanna be not shit.
before we hop into anything, I'm going to do the same sort of pre-announcement that we did before. So we are going to be doing another metadimensional episode at some point in the future, which I guess this makes this not. It is session 33, but it's episode 34 because there's a metadimensional episode, and there will be another one. And we want, some questions. And if you guys have questions, we have an email address now. It is 7thstarpodcast@gmail.com. That is 7thstarpodcast@gmail.com. I hated that with every fiber of my being hated doing that.
I liked it a lot.
Control.
I do have
over-
control over this,
You can make
and I wanted to
it
do it
better.
anyway.
That is the letter 7. TH.
Let's now forget my sins, and can we move on to what do you guys remember from last episode session?
We talked
He
to
left the Playboy.
Mr. Moneyman.
Mr.
Mr.
Moneyman.
Mr. Moneyman.
The man of all the money.
His name was
Jordan Donahue.
Jordan Donahue, JD,
JD.
If you will.
if you will, but only to his friends. His best friend, the one with the masked one.
Yes, the one that you've been looking for.
His
for
best
quite a
friend. Dude, Jeff had just, played that NPC so many times that the name just kept coming out. But Dorian Gray.
bit. There you go. You got it.
Got it. I got there eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we met the billionaire playboy and his best friend, who we've never seen together, but they do share a diary. Dorian, they just write notes to each other in their shared book. It's a cute thing.
They like having fun.
We talked to him. He was very helpful.
Yeah. Well, what kind of things do you guys remember him telling you?
Oh.
Absolutely
So,
nothing, huh?
He told us about these black sites that are off of Ostia where experiments are run. And that one island from that one prophecy sounded like maybe was one of those that might be full of like nuclear waste or something.
Yeah,
So that's fun. He was also telling us about Dr. Hans Gerson.
Hans Gerson.
Who did a thing to inoculate yourself against the flesh beasts. But that was like a really long time ago. And there are probably details on it in a hospital. I don't know if we know which hospital
It was
around.
it was the hospital.
There's a hospital. On all the spires, there's one hospital. That's wild.
It's the hospital spire.
Yeah,
And
it's-
good news. It's only one spire.
Yeah, it's only one spire away, so like it's pretty easy to get to
But
no
the
matter
hospital
where you
spire
are.
is the furthest spire. It's poorly designed.
There's a lot of deaths that happen in transit.
just on the way over Death Bridge.
I thought you said it was one spire over. No, it's like 5. Convenience.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, and
That was
so
good.
that
Good banter.
happened. We did a lot of really good old-fashioned snooping. Messed around in Jordan Donahue's stuff. Nona has officially discovered that Alex's father is the lieutenant who's in the hospital.
General.
Yes, sorry.
Higher up.
My bad.
Yeah, lieutenant is way below
Whatever.
general.
Military boy.
He
let's
is
say.
a military
the military
boy.
boy that is in the hospital. As
He's a military man. Let's be fair.
No, it's a boy, and none of it's capitalized, and it ends in an I.
Oh. So he was like a skater boy.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Don't.
All right, I won't.
Restrain yourselves, God, please.
Yes. So Nona actually like learned this fact
Sure did.
that has been at the very least
Hinted at?
hinted at multiple
Heavily.
times, but is now very clearly big stamp. Like
Very
yes,
important.
This is
Micah does not
what it is.
know.
I don't.
It was hinted at the way that like game hints are in a loading screen.
Go left, you
Or-
dumbass.
It was like this game is played with dice, and the next loading screen was like General Kane is Alex's dad.
And then so we were heading out from Jordan Donahue's house, and then we got a call from Arcas, who informed us that multiple of the flesh beast things were snooping around an abandoned warehouse, I believe. And
yes,
we
I
could
believe
see
the,
them.
the exact words he said is I see the flesh beast and it brought a friend.
So technically, it doesn't have to be another flesh beast. It could be like
Just a dude.
a squirrel.
Just a
a
dude.
man named Trent.
That's true.
Got to miss the jingles.
Yeah, so
Just someone riding on top of it. It seemed very close.
just like
Flesh
hanging
Beast
out.
and Jane, Flesh Beast and Jane.
They
Eh.
share an apartment. One of them's messy and one of them's neat.
Oh no.
One of them's an abomination. The other one is the Flesh Beast.
He just works in an office. He comes back and says, "Hey, flesh beast."
Several ties tied around various men just sticking out of his body.
Flesh Beast and Jane was filmed in front of a live studio audience. By the end of it, there were no survivors.
All right. Let's get back on track here.
Sorry, what were we doing?
So
You're writing a sitcom.
so you guys, I believe that was all of the information that you got from Jordan Donahue.
Yeah, and then we called Jordan Donahue and told him that he had a flesh beast infestation in one of his warehouses.
Yeah.
He's like, cool, I'll send the Power Rangers, and pushed what I imagine to be a giant red button on his desk. And now the Power Rangers are definitely coming to help us.
Oh, absolutely. They're going in like their chutes where it goes
Yeah.
down
A very
into like
different person from
layer.
Jordan Donahue.
It's also
So that
the
billionaire
Gray
playboy.
Ranger, if you will.
That billionaire playboy has no time to deal with it himself. He's too busy philandering.
So you guys, we start this scene as you guys are in transit over to, I assume, to
Oh yeah. we're
either at
right.
least meet up with Arcas. Are you trying to go directly to that warehouse?
I mean, I believe we told Jordan Donahue that was our plan, so
Okay.
we should probably do that.
And I believe Nona is currently still on like a
The
voice
phone,
call
yes.
with
On
Arcas
speakerphone,
on
mind you.
speakerphone. Yes.
So if he starts dying a horrible, horrible death, we will hear it in very tinny surround sound, I guess.
So it's not that far away. Are you guys having any conversations in the meantime? Arcas is just like keeping an eye out. He hasn't seen or heard like the things following him at all.
Okay.
Kind of live tweeting what it's like over there.
So,
Hey, it's your boy Arcas. Here are these things.
did we confirm whether this was by where Dorian Gray was dead? The last Dorian Gray was unalived?
It was one of those spare warehouses in the Donahue shipping yard, which is why Arcas was around there. He's a foreman there.
Okay. Why are they going back? Do we have any idea why? What's important there? Anything we need to keep an eye out for? The guy Sato, was that his name?
Yeah. Goro Sato.
Was he was also in the warehouse.
He was in that sort of district area, but not actually in a Jordan Donahue warehouse.
I see. Okay. Don't talk to that guy. It's like, remember the cover if he's there.
Like we heard that the big, well, not bear. Pretty bad, right? I thought we did that, right?
I think maybe they like left something back there. I don't know.
Okay. So is this elimination or is this extraction? Are we trying to save Arcos? Are we trying to kill the thing? A little bit of both. What's priority?
Save Arcas is priority. It seems
Yes,
like.
Save Arcas is good. I mean, I get like if they're just there, like it's probably not good. They don't seem to do good things. The not bears.
Yeah.
We might need to like, I don't know. We'll see, I guess. But yeah, let's protect Arcas.
Do we want to tell your people, Micah? Is this like anybody else that we want to call?
I mean, they're
911?
like not close.
They're in a different city, aren't they?
They're on a different continent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Continent,
So,
yes,
All of
yes.
them? Oh,
Yes, as far as you're aware.
right.
They were going to like go to Ostia / Principa, which is probably where McRaven is being held, and try and figure out how to get him out. Don't laugh at snicker at me. It was Philip's.
I'm not
Philip's
snickering
backstory.
at anyone. I am getting joy out of this incredibly evocative name. I'm a little bit worried that when we see the person, if he's not just a giant McRib, I'm going to be disappointed.
Just a speaking
Just
McRib.
like you just see it's just a guy, and you're like, oh, okay, fine.
I kind of built you up in my head.
Like a lot.
Like
Thought
the
he'd be
real
taller.
McRib.
And
There's a lesson there, I feel.
Arcas speaks up from the phone and says, I was just came across them. I don't think they even saw me. They seem to be in the warehouse still. Should I like leave? I don't.
Yes!
The same
like,
one?
How like far away should I go? I have like a piece on me. If you guys
What?
want to, what?
It's not a gun.
Okay, don't engage. Keep your people safe, but get yourself out. That's what we're going. We're checking in on you, I guess.
Okay,
Sorry,
I'm fine.
I didn't. The I guess was not supposed to be said out loud.
They're not doing anything else? Is it the same like warehouse from before?
No, it's a different one. The big fleshy boy is currently was
Why?
on the ground. It wasn't floating like it was before, and the other one is like I don't even know how to describe it, like a giant ass gorilla or something.
Like a not bear. What did you say?
That it was like tending to it or something. I don't
What?
know. I don't know
Oh, Ghost, you need to get out of there, my dude.
how far. I've moved
Do you
away.
want it in meters?
All right, I'll come towards you guys. Where are you?
We're one spire over.
All right, I'll be heading over that way then.
God, we didn't say which spire.
I know.
Jesus, that always happens.
And now we spend the rest of the afternoon trying to pinpoint which spire people are on.
Yeah.
So are you guys going to have more conversation until before like he shows up in person, or like what's the plan here?
I mean,
My
Yeah,
biggest top priority was literally to make sure he doesn't die.
sure. Yeah, it's good that they are not like terrorizing people, but I mean, whatever the not bear is, like it's not good.
We get it time to kill it.
Yeah, no. I mean, I kind of think that
It's
maybe
already pretty hurt, right?
we should. Yeah, because like it was trying to kill us. It's obviously a part of these like schemes and whatever. I do think we should like go in if it's just there for us to get the drop on.
Yeah. I don't see why not. We have to deal with it at some point. Probably now is the better option.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
And that's about as much of a plan as we ever come up with. So I think we're good.
All right. So you guys continued to be on the phone with Arcas. You guys were able to meet up pretty quickly. You told him where to meet you, and he head that way. And as you guys got closer, you got that feedback loop that happens, and then you had to hang up.
Yep.
So you guys are heading over as a group now. Micah, Alex, Nona, Claire, and Arcas. The Fab Five. Here we go.
So August, nothing else? They were just there, hanging out in the warehouse, around the warehouse?
They were in the warehouse. It seemed like the flesh beast was hurt. Sorry. Should I say something else?
Not bear.
Not bear.
Not bear.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't a bear, right?
That feels kind of specious. I'm going to be honest.
Oh,
meant
No.
they're the animal. We didn't say not Ursine.
yeah,
Like,
you're an Ursa.
It's completely different.
Like,
well,
I mean,
they're kind of similar to what
Oh,
I
wow.
understand bears were.
what would you
Have you ever seen a
what
bear?
would you prefer?
Unidentified flying object.
Sure.
it was flying.
No, this one was crawling.
It was flying. It was, wasn't it?
Bears don't
Yeah.
fly.
That sounds
Bears
unlikely.
don't fly. All right, the not bear. It appeared to be hurt. And the other one was like tending to it. I don't know. It was touching it, and like the wounds were slowly going away. They weren't really
Okay.
doing anything else. I don't think they even noticed I was there.
Good.
So there's like a gorilla one, another one. Why would they come out to one of these warehouses to
What?
patch up? I mean,
yeah, why are they healing in a warehouse?
Why
That
is a
doesn't make any
gorilla
sense.
helping not gorilla? Okay, got it.
So we got the not gorilla and the not bear.
Right.
Cool.
well, still seems like our best chance to maybe just deal with them, get rid of them.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
Are
I-
you joining
did- and
you
us?
stay safe. You don't shoot a gun at
Well,
us.
hold on. I was part of, well, I wasn't a part of a military group per se, a mercenary group, but I can handle
Paramilitary.
myself with a gun.
Yeah, fair enough.
If we're taking the 16-year-olds, I vote we also take the large man with the gun.
Person,
Yeah.
please.
All right. Hey,
My apologies.
fantastic.
I meant man in the very
The
broad
biblical sense.
Adam. Do we want to wait for Dorian Gray? Or are we just going in?
no,
Dorian Gray
are they
is
showing
already there.
I think we should just go. We don't know how long it's going to be there for.
Agreed.
Cool.
Like what it's doing. Longer we wait, maybe it gets more healed, so it's like scary to deal with.
Yeah.
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 Let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Okay, let's go.
Nona, are you okay with going?
Sound off.
Just, yeah, sound off. So you guys pretty briskly make it over there. I assume you want to try and maybe not tire yourselves out, but at the very least get there as soon as you possibly can.
Nice jog.
Yeah, Arcas is able to point you to the warehouse that he saw these things in. And so you have a pretty standard warehouse, very similar to a lot of the warehouses, actually. Basically the same exact make and dimensions as the one that the meet happened, where that, like, there was a patch of blood and Dorian Gray was bifurcated. And he points you to that there's some pretty tall windows you guys could look in. The doors just creaked open. What's your approach here? Are you trying to be stealthy? Are you just gonna
Send my gun.
open the door and say, "Hey, what's going on?" Like, what's the plan?
I think attempting to sneak would be cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
We so rarely get to do that.
I think I'll still try and be in front if we're in like single
We do
file.
still have a flashbang. We used one in the fire escape
True.
fight, but I didn't use the one that I had on me.
Mhm.
So we still have one.
was
Yeah,
very
Arcos,
useful.
where did you get the glimpse of them from?
I was passing by the door over there that was partially open, and looked inside, just glanced, and they were just there in the middle of the warehouse.
Okay. Micah, do you want to do the honors or?
Okay. Yeah, let's try and sneak in without being noticed.
Okay, is everyone else staying back?
I'm
is it-
going to follow.
Okay. Everyone who is like following to go with Micah is going to need to make a dex sneak check, please.
Okay. I mean, I want to be there.
Okay, then I'll have Arcas and Claire do some as well, or do you want them to stay back?
I think they can do what
They
they
can-
want to do.
Claire wants to come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you guys
I think-
specifically say not to.
Yeah,
They can come.
sure. Tech sneak.
8.
Yeah, it was 6.
8.
Oh, Arcas, my boy. So Claire had an 8. Arcas rolled a 4. So as you guys are approaching, his prosthesis is just sort of dragging along the ground a little too loudly.
Mm-hmm.
And who's going to the door first?
Me.
Micah?
Yeah, I'm on.
And you're shortly behind Nona? Okay. Micah, you get up to the door and you peek in and you start looking around and you see 2 dogs just in the middle of the warehouse. One is lying down and the other one seems to be like sniffing it and going back and forth. It seemed like the scratch alerted them and they're just sort of tilting their heads looking at the door at you.
They just look like
Do I see it?
Nona.
okay.
You see the flesh beast, the thing that attacked you that night before. It is lying down on the ground, almost with like its belly semi-exposed, like lying over on its side, however much a mass of meat can lay on its side. And standing in front of it, you see a massive hunched bipedal creature that stands up to 8 feet tall and 4 feet wide. Its long arms drag along the ground as it moves around its fallen brethren. It is covered head to toe in a brownish gray matted fur, and its skin bulges and stretches, almost makes it seem like there's hundreds of tendrils just squirming underneath its surface. On its chest and back, where the ribs would be, are alternating bone-white sharp teeth that interlock to look like almost a vertical mouth. From the gaps between these teeth oozes a black ichor. Its face has no eyes, nose, or mouth, just sunken recesses where those features would be. As if the head of and face of this creature was just a vestigial limb to make it better mimic a humanoid silhouette. As it shuffles back and forth, you can see the interlocking teeth on its chest shift and flex independently of one another.
Cool.
So that is what you've seen, Nona.
That's fine.
Yeah,
And we haven't been like,
see it?
so
And
it can see us.
yes, so you can't quite tell with either of them where exactly their gaze is because they don't really, well, the flesh beast has just a myriad of eyes that are all looking around, but there are definitely several that are just pinpointed on the door that you and Mike are currently looking through. And this hulking beast that you see, you don't even see any eyes anywhere on it, but it has seemed to have turned what you would assume the front of it would be towards the door as well. Both don't immediately make a move. They're just almost like calculating something. You're not exactly sure what.
I think, I'm let you go first because you're in front, but
I'm going to like look over my shoulder and cock an eyebrow and not say anything, but kind of look back toward Arcas. Probably.
You see them?
Everything okay?
The dogs.
What? No.
Those are like totally normal sized looking dogs.
No, the thing was there, and so was another one, a big boy, like knuckle dragging on the ground, got like chest teeth, no eyes,
Interlocking teeth.
like a doll's eyes.
well, this is gonna go horribly, but I really want to throw this flashbang is the thing. And like you're not looking in the direction right now.
Do what you got to do, man.
So I don't want immediately want to jump into any sort of combat or initiative right now because they are kind of taking you in, but
they can see us.
Yeah,
there is no surprise.
What I'm saying more is if you're going to do something, it needs to happen very soon. Right now, they are just taking in everything.
I'm gonna flashbang him.
So you have a flashbang?
I do.
Okay.
I have me and Alex each had one. Alex used his during the fire escape thing. I still have one remaining on my person. Micah is currently looking back. So I'm going to sort of use that moment to you're not looking where I'm throwing this kind of thing. And I think if you do, as it's in the air, if you're like, whoa, what's that? I'm going to grab Micah's head and sort of push her face away.
I'm definitely going to be startled. Like
shield eyes.
No, what? But go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you just
How does one
you
do
quickly
this?
take out this flashbang, take off its top, and as soon as you like start doing this, you see them both tense up, and Alex, Micah, Claire start to feel this pressure once again that's just coming down on them, almost like that there is just some weight being pressed. And all of a sudden, those aren't dogs anymore. You see these things starting to prepare something. And I'll let you throw your flashbang. I don't think I've made people roll to throw it. You just sort of happens.
There was rolling to throw the other things, the electric pulse, whatever.
Yeah, I think this just needs to be in the room and it will mess with them.
I'm throwing it into the room. Nice
I am going
underhanded
to
lob.
quickly roll for both of them.
Cool.
Okay. As you throw this grenade and it hits the ground and you tell everyone to shield their eyes, you hear the bang go off and you see the flash come from the sliver of the door. And you guys go to look back in, and the flesh beast is just squirming around again. Its eyes twitching and it's scraping the ground. And the other one, this tall, hulking beast, just stands there menacingly, as if it wasn't affected by what just happened. As if it didn't have eyes. And what it does is it opens up its chest, and you just see this gaping black hole. You don't see anything within it, but you see little black globs fire out in between the two groups, about 4 of them. And from these globs these humanoid figures start pulling themselves out of these pools until there's just like these standing shadow figures between yourself and these beasts. And we're going to roll for initiative now.
Okay.
We should probably pause while we do this. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to quickly describe the scene that we have, although it should be pretty apparent. We have the warehouse on the board. We have a couple of row of shelves near the front wall and the back wall, the front being where you guys are entering in. There are windows all around that you can look in and theoretically also break if you wanted to fire in from those positions. There are currently 4 shadow minions that are between yourself and what I'm here for now calling them the flesh beast and the hulking gorilla. So I don't have to, because you don't know their real names just yet. If they have them. One of them is Chet. You'll have to guess which one. And yeah, so you guys are all bunched at the front where the door is, with Micah and Nona leading the way. So of course we start with Arcas, who's all the way near the back. So what he is going to do is he, after seeing the flashbang and realizing there's going to be a bit of a backup trying to go through the door, he's actually going to move around to the nearby window, and he's going to smash in, and he takes out a sheer rifle.
Cool.
So he goes here, he breaks the window, and he fires at the nearest shadow minion. Here I go. He misses. He rolled a 1. Nice. So he smashes in and starts firing in. These things are they're these weird, like almost made of liquid forms, like almost if like a shadow was a liquid, this is what it would be. Just this like shifting opalescent thing that's almost dripping with this same black ichor that is coming from the hulking gorilla. And it is Alex's turn, who's in the middle of the pack.
All right. So I have to use my action to ready my laser pistol. So digging into the backpack to get that. And yeah, he'll fall back, kind of cutting the distance between the door and where Arcas is, like at the window. dig out his gun, but
So
that's about it.
Are you going to the window so you can see in, or?
No, I just want to move away from the wall.
Okay.
And
So
I want better vision on what's happening
okay, cool.
in both places, yeah.
So that I moved you. Is that where you want to be?
Yeah, that's fine.
Perfect.
No, it wants to be standing in that dice tray off the board.
Claire is up next, and she's going to take a play from Arcas's playbook, and she's going to move over to the window as well. Smash it with the butt of the laser pistol that you guys bestowed upon her, and she's going to fire at the exact same shadow minion that Arcas missed. Her range training paid off. She rolled a 19, and that will hit these minions. So now I'm going to go and deal some damage. She does 2 damage to one of them. So she hits it squarely in the shoulder, and these things they seem to be barely here. Like the shot itself almost completely and utterly passed through it, but it seems like the shadow minion just is having a hard time staying corporeal now, and these don't seem like very strong beings. Its arm just sort of slops off, and it's just now one arm.
Don't worry, I'm sure it can build that back up out of goop later.
Nona, it is now your go.
Sweet. Yeah, I am planning on using the door for cover, I think, because I'm right there. And so kind of lean around it and shoot at kind of whatever's the easiest to see from where I am. Probably not the same one that Arcas and Claire shot at, because that's way around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the one kind of directly in front of me. Yeah.
That one?
Yeah. So I'm going to
go for it.
Attempt that. Oh, that is a 23 to hit.
A 23 will hit these guys.
Hooray. Unfortunately, I only have a laser pistol on myself right now, so that is 4 damage.
Okay. That is enough to kill it. So you hit it square in its chest, and it just falls apart, and just this liquid just bleeds out onto the ground as it just sort of dissolves away. And there's no
got a bad
evidence that this thing
these.
even existed.
These are very easy to kill, which probably means more of them will be coming soon.
It is now HG Hulking Gorilla's turn. And what he is going to do is scoop up this mass of meat. It's kind of unwieldy, but underneath its super long arms, he's going to pick up the flesh beast and start moving him back around one of the shelves to give themselves a little bit of cover.
Okay. That's cool.
That's distressingly strategic.
And that is all it's going to do with its turn.
Can you knock over the one that I killed?
Oh, yes. No longer exists. It is now these 3 shadow minions left. And what they are going to do is, I'm going to do them all at the same time. They're kind of as a group. One of them is going to go, well, 2 of them are going to go straight to the door and start like almost pressing themselves up against it, trying to pry the door open and come out through. And the other one is going to take shelter around one of the shelves. You're not entirely sure what it's doing. It just slipped behind the first row of shelves.
It's making more arms, Jeff.
And what these 2 are going to do is they are going to attack. One's going to attack Nona and one's going to attack Micah.
Sure
They're just going to sort of claw at you with this black ichor. That was against Nona. Nona is a 21.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. Micah, this is against you. That is a 10. Does that hit?
No,
Micah, is your AC below 15?
it is not.
Okay, so shock damage is not going to happen. Okay, excellent. So this hits Nona, and they do. As it reaches out for you, Nona, it's you can feel, because you are a true AI, you have senses, and as it reaches out for you, it's just this sickly, cold, almost energy being drained out of you as it grasps for you. It doesn't really feel like there's any piercing or like stabbing happening. It's just like this draining of energy that is just taken out of you as it is able to grasp for you for 3 damage. And next is the
Oh, actually, wait, I'm so sorry, Jeff.
yeah, what's up?
Because I realized I haven't had my turn yet.
No, you haven't.
I didn't turn on my telekinetic armory yet.
Oh, okay.
So I just have my armored undersuit, which has AC 13. So,
Wow.
so it wasn't
Okay.
shock damage.
So you take 1 shock damage. So you were able to
Oh,
you were able to like it only briefly touched you, but in that moment it was like a gross.
it's like it's slightly startled damage, really. Not so much shock, just like when your foot misses the stair briefly.
Mike is like, oh my God, is this pain?
Is this what pain feels like? Micah is now actually your go.
Okay.
Yay.
I'll kill you.
I'll kill you all.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. I am going to turn on my telekinetic armory now.
Mm-hmm.
Shoulder spikes are in full effect, and I've got my eye beam here.
Everyone's like, shoulder spikes.
Yes, I've had shoulder spikes for years. And I'm going to hit the one that hit me.
Okay, the one right across from you.
Correct.
All right,
17.
that hits.
All right. That's a 3 damage.
Dang it.
Okay, so you hit this pretty squarely in the side, and you were unable to get your eye beam all the way through it. But as you start to get it through it, it almost gets stuck in it, and you have to pull it out. And it kind of slouches forward, and its legs just fall into the pool below it, and it just dissolves. And now it's just like a crawling mass. It's not looking good, but it's still very much alive. It is now the flesh beast's turn. It is near the back part of the warehouse. You can't quite see what it's doing. It doesn't seem to be moving. It maybe has used some ability that you're not aware of, but it's just hanging out back there with its friend.
It hasn't teleported away yet.
Nope.
Cool.
You can still very much see it there.
Got it.
And we are back to the top of the order where Arcas can't really see anything from his position. One thing is behind a shelf. The other one is basically up against the wall. So he is going to move in. He's going to break the rest of the window enough that he can crawl in. And he will crawl in and move up to the first row here. And he's going to take a shot at the one that's on the ground in front of Micah. That's a miss. He's rusty.
We're not bringing this down with us.
He's a
Literally
rusty
rusty.
bear. He's a literally rusty bear. Alex is now your go.
Alex is going to move around the corner of the building because he thinks they might run away. And that's like a really, really weird thought for him to have. But
Okay, so like here.
yeah,
Cool.
he's worried about escape.
Anything else that you want to do on your turn?
Like as I'm running back, I just kind of tap Claire on the shoulder just to let her know. It says, like I'm moving around to the back. And like at a light jog because Alex is not a strong
So
man.
is that like
Do you want to
two
move?
movements?
Do you want to move farther then?
Yeah, I want to
Okay,
use my...
so if you're starting to move around, that would be that was about
Yeah. I was-
Okay, she is actually then going to follow and say, "Okay, I'll back you up."
Oh, okay.
And she's going to be following along since she really is in the same position and she does not want to do what Arcas just did, which is dive through this broken window now to be in the middle of everything. Nona is now your go.
Yeah, I guess I'll shoot at it again.
All right.
Is it close enough to disadvantage?
Yeah, it is
Okay, in
attacking
that
you in
case,
melee.
I will move.
So you're going to move back. Are you going to disengage?
Yes.
Otherwise, okay.
Yes, I'm going to disengage and I'm going to head for that window that is already. Actually, is breaking a window a free action?
Yeah, that's how I played
I'll disengage and then I'll move over to the other window though.
Okay. So you disengage and move over here.
Yep.
Cool. It is now the hulking gorilla's turn.
Can I see what the one that was kind of hiding behind the shelves is doing now that I'm closer to it?
Yeah. So you go around and you just see it, and it seems to be trying to. You can't quite tell exactly what it's doing. It's focusing very much inward. It's not looking at what you guys are doing. It seems to be focusing on just itself, and you see it like this opalescent like liquid that continues like to drip off, and it almost feels and looks like it is getting more viscous Like less things are starting to drop off of it. It's starting to be like less liquid and slightly more solidified.
And now that's not one that we've injured yet, correct?
That is
one
correct.
That we've injured, both of the ones that we've injured are by the door right now.
Yep.
Cool. Neat.
Are you going to do anything? I would give you a shot at the one in front of you, but you'd probably take like a -2 because it has some cover.
Yeah, there's no reason not to, right?
Yeah.
Cool. I shoot at it. That is a 22 -2 is a 20.
That hits.
Cool. That is 6 damage.
Okay. And you feel like you hit this thing pretty center of mass. Similar attacks to the ones previous have really done some damage to it. You blast a hole in it. You can see directly right through it, but it doesn't seem to care all that much, or at least care as much as the ones
The one
previously.
that I shot last time and it immediately died. Yeah, this one's not dead yet.
Yeah, there you go.
I noticed that this one has not died yet.
So it is not dead, but it is walking around now with like a hole in its chest.
As it should be.
As it should be. And now it is the hulking gorilla's turn, and I need to look at the things I can do. Hold on. So you can't quite tell what's going on behind here. I think, Micah, you might have the best view of it. What you see, Micah, is this thing no longer seems to be paying attention to you. It seems to have gone back to paying attention to its fallen comrade. And it is reaching out its long arms and touching it in touching the flesh beast in various places. And as you see what it's doing, you can almost see like, okay, there's that big gash that Dorian Gray was able to put in its side using her pretty cool knife. And as you like watch over time, you can just see the wound itself closing ever so slightly. Okay. Mike, it's now your go. Oh, I'm sorry. I skipped the shadow minions.
Yep.
The 2 in front of you, Micah, are going to attack you.
Okie doke.
First one is a 4.
No.
The second one is a 17.
That hits, that meets my AC, so that hits, right?
Yep. Meaning it's meter beat. All right. So you're getting overwhelmed a little bit by these 2. They're just sort of grasping at you, and you paid less attention to the crawling one that is able to gnaw at your ankle. And again, it doesn't really hurt in like the ow, I just got bit. But again, this draining energy takes 4 hit points from you.
Ew. Okay.
Now it is your go.
Can she hit both of those?
I think you can only make 1 attack return.
Yeah. I've got a big stick, but I can't swing it
Swing it
around like
multiple.
that, sadly. But
For some reason, I remember you doing that to robots, but I might be misremembering.
I can like crush robots, but that's a different thing.
That one's personal.
that one's
All right, I'm gonna, heft my I-beam, and I want to smack the one that just bit my ankle.
All right. A little ankle biter.
Get that out of here. Or not. Well, maybe 11.
11 does not hit it.
Okay, I do get 2 points of shock damage against AC 15.
Okay, so that does hit it. So you weren't able to hit it directly, but in your wailing at where it is, it just disintegrates and goes back into that pool of black ichor and just, it's gone.
Yay.
So now you just have the one with 1 arm in front of you, the one that Nona shot earlier.
Okay. I think...
Somebody else shot earlier. The one I shot earlier I killed.
Oh, was it Claire then that hit?
Probably.
Okay.
But I'm good at shooting.
I'd like to try and move forward.
Okay. Are you going to move past this thing?
Yes.
Okay.
So I know I'm provoking an attack there.
Where would you like to move to?
Can I move in a place relative to one of these kind of big shelves where I can see more clearly what the gorilla's doing? Or is that a little bit too much distance?
You've already made an attack, so I would have you move up to the first row, similar to what Arcas did.
Okay.
You could have a slightly better idea of what and a better vantage point than where you are right now. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's what you want to do.
I'd like to move up there. Yep.
The minion that you were tussling with will take an opportunity to swipe at you. No. No, it don't. It don't do it. It goes yeah with its one arm, and it doesn't do anything.
Right.
And is now the flesh beast's turn. And again, you don't really see it doing anything. It seems to be nursing its injuries. It's not making any movements. It seems to be allowing this hulking gorilla to do its thing. So we're back at the top of the order. It is Arcas's turn, who will turn and take a fire at the one that just swiped at Micah, the one with one arm.
Fingers crossed.
He's been getting better with each shot, and he hits with that one.
All right. Good job.
And I don't probably really need to roll damage because basically anything that I roll, oh yeah, this thing's dead.
Cool.
He rolls 2d8.
That's at least a 2.
That's a nice
That's
gun.
at least a 2. Yes, it is. A shear rifle is pretty sweet. And do I only have 1d8? No, I do. I have 2. There we go. Yeah, it's dead.
Cool.
He hits it square in the chest again, and it splatters against the nearby door. And again, this ichor just slowly melts away, leaving just one shadow minion left, the one that Nona was able to hit pretty dead on center, but has been more solidified for some reason than his counterparts. Alex, is now your go.
I want to run up to that second window, the one that's closer to the pair.
This one?
Yeah, it'll probably take both moves. Yeah, let's do that. So I can get a vantage point on them.
Cool.
And then I'm going to break out a window and then immediately duck behind the wall and not be directly standing in the window.
I see. Okay.
But just kind of like break. If I can, see.
Are you trying to distract him, or are you okay?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, absolutely. You can do that and then just dive below the window itself,
literally.
so you can't see them and they can't see you. Claire will follow your lead and will not be in the window. She's going to be just slightly behind you against the wall, ready to look in and fire and maybe catch them by surprise. So, Philip, if you could move her up with Alex. Yep. All right. And now it is Nona's turn.
Do I have the ability with a single movement to get to a place where there's an angle such that the shelves are no longer blocking my firing on that thing?
Yeah. There's can be a window
Yeah,
there.
it was roughly diagonally kind of deal.
Window.
Yeah. I don't think I want to I want to.
You want to flank it.
Yes, I want to flank it, and I don't want to be all the way pressed up against the wall because the next thing I'm intending to be far enough away from it that I can make a shot on it this turn without disadvantage. But I fully suspect that the thing is going to run up to me again if it doesn't die.
Yeah, so you're able to move around the building. I should have had
bonus window.
Yeah, I was.
Thanks, just for me.
I should have had a window there anyway.
Nona.
There's one on the other side of the wall, like the opposite wall. So
I'm being a smartass.
You're flanking it. You can take a shot without that -2 penalty.
Hooray! I flanked it. Oh, that's no good. That's only an 11.
11 does not hit it. In fact, you hit it directly where you hit it before, and it passes directly through that cavity.
Okay, but I don't hit anybody else.
No,
which is good.
You did a Robin Hood, but
bad.
But bad.
Okay.
You did so good. You did bad. All right, that was Nona. It is now the hulking gargoyle. The hulking ghost. The hulking gorilla's turn.
The big ghost.
Because that is the code name that I'm currently using to use it.
Call him Chet.
Chet.
Brad.
Hulking gorilla moving out.
What is it gonna do?
They're just bros.
The banana
in the warehouse.
The banana is in the nest.
I don't know how far away they are. They seem pretty.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
Okay, here's what it is going to do. It appears to have shifted its focus from its fallen comrade, or at least its wounded comrade, and it seems to notice that the things that it summoned have waned drastically. Mm-hmm. So it is going to turn its large shoulders and run back into the middle of the room.
Oh,
okay,
cool. It really bothers me that the flesh beast is the black colored one and the gorilla is the flesh colored one.
That's
everyone knows.
That's reasonable. It is just an orange pawn, but it's fine. It's fine. It's going to do something fun.
No, that's okay.
So it previously had opened its cavity, right, and spat out these little minions. It is doing the same thing again, but as it opens this cavity up, you see these tendrils just shoot out from this gaping hole in its chest. It is trying to attack both Arcas and Micah.
Oh my.
Cool.
Do we have cover from being kind of behind the shelves?
Yes.
Or
So
nah?
how this works is these things are effectively trying to grab you. So you do have some. I'm giving you guys both -2 to its roll, but it's trying to grab you with these tentacles.
I swear to God, if it eats the bear man.
That is not a hit on Arcas.
Oh, he's fun.
He's good.
Mission accomplished.
And this one is against you, Micah. Nope. So you see these things just shoot out at the two of you, and you both duck behind your corresponding shelves, and they're unable to like grab a hold of you, and they slowly slink back into its chest, and now it's just standing in the middle of the warehouse.
Quick, silly question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
Distance between the two shelving units. Is that another 10 meters? Is that more than 10 meters?
Silly, goofy question for you.
Yeah, I'm going to say it's about 20 meters
Okay.
in between the two shelving units.
All right. Damn.
All right, Micah, it's now your go. Oh, sorry, I keep skipping this shadow minion. This one is going to slink around the side here and attack Micah.
Rude.
Yeah, it takes. How many attacks have I made against you this game?
I think this is the fourth one.
Dang it. Well, it's a 5, so it's not going to hit you. It makes a clawing attack at you, and you're just able to shrug it off. It is now your turn.
I don't want to deal with this stupid nerd, but I guess I'll hit it. It's 11,
Aye.
but with shock 2.
11 does not hit. So what is the AC for the shock?
15.
Okay, that does hit. So it takes 2 damage. So you are fighting against this thing, but you brush off a part of it, and it's more solid. You can feel like you're hitting something when you are hitting this thing, as compared to its friends, which are now dead. It is now the flesh beast's turn. It's hanging out back there. In fact, it might even just slink around the corner a little bit. You can see it is now able to hold itself off of the ground, as before it wasn't able to. It's just lying down, and it just slinks around the corner, trying to give itself a little bit more cover.
Hello.
And we are at the top of the order again. Arcas takes a good shot at it. At it. The hulking gorilla, and he hits.
Yay.
And he does damage. This sheer rifle, I can't quite remember exactly what it is, but effectively it is firing a beam that causes things that it hits to literally shear from each other. So effectively cutting it inside along this beam, and it does 2d8 damage. And it does 7 damage in that shot, directly into its chest.
Gnarly.
Alex, is your go.
All right. So I have a good view of the flesh beast, right? And the hulking gorilla.
Yep.
Now that I'm up close and looking at the flesh beast, is there like anything important about it? I don't know if I've ever seen it from this close versus before, but it's just kind of like...
It's more healed than it was. That helps.
It when you last saw it, it's starting to come back to you guys as you're seeing this again. You're like, oh, right, this is the thing that we fought. And it is less injured than you previously remembered. You remembered one of the last things that happened right before it teleported away was Dorian Gray using this knife that effectively cut from a long distance, just right across its body. And it was a big gaping wound that it seems to, surprisingly, within the day or so that you haven't seen this thing, closed up a little bit, as well as the other scorch marks and stuff from taking laser pistol fire and stuff. It seems healthier, but it is definitely less than full HP. Like you can definitely see it is still hurting, but it is not on death's door as it maybe once was.
Okay. I think seeing it come around that corner unexpectedly, Alex is gonna fire at it with the laser pistol.
Okay.
That is a 6 to hit.
6 does not hit.
All right.
All right. Claire is going to do the same thing and is actually going to fire on. Oh, she's trying to support Alex. She's going to fire on the flesh beast as well.
Cool.
Please tell me that hits. That hits.
Yay.
There you go, Claire. Claire
Yay.
hits it directly in its center of mass and does 5 damage.
Nice. That's pretty good.
Yeah. It is now Nona's turn.
All right. I think Nona is going to come in through the window and move towards the back of the warehouse with the eventual goal of getting around those shelving units and having a clear line of sight on the flesh beast, but she can't make it all the way there. So I think she's going to move her 10 meters, stop, and fire on the gorilla.
Okay.
But just to give you an idea of
So,
where
like,
I'm
moving
eventually
here?
heading. No. Like it in and towards me, the person.
Oh, I see. In and like towards the
back
like
of the
the
warehouse.
truck bay kind
Yeah,
of deal.
exactly.
Okay, cool. So like there.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
And just checking on my next move action, I would be able to get around the back of those back things and have a clear sight of that then. Yes?
Yep.
All right, cool. So then I'm going to fire on the gorilla thingy.
Cool. Take your shot.
Oh, 9.
That does not hit.
Yep.
It is now the hulking gorilla's turn. One moment. Nope. What's it gonna do?
What's it gonna do with all that?
With all
All
that
that Hulk.
all that hulk.
It's got a lot of junk.
What it is going to do is it is going to. Oh, crap.
Oh no!
You guys, so let me just
Get
quickly
the zoo.
describe this scene again. Effectively, you have flanked out and are now surrounding both of these things. They can't really get effective cover from 100% of you, or even like 75% of you. No matter where they go within this warehouse, someone's going to have a clear line of shot
So
on
what
them.
you're
That
saying
is
is we did a
correct.
strategy.
Oh yeah. Oh no. I'm just saying. Like I'm trying to explain what has happened right now to people who can't see what's out in front of me. We've got Alex and Claire on one side. We've got Nona on the other, and then we have Micah and Arcas slowly pushing through the center of the warehouse.
We did a strategy.
Yeah,
guys.
it's
Good
going.
job.
It's very because I don't know what the hell to do right now. All right. What it's going to do is the following.
Little kiss.
It's going to. It's gonna walk. It's gonna walk up. It's gonna walk up to Arcas and give it a little kiss. Give him a little kiss.
Don't like that at all.
No, I didn't remember that.
He's like, I know this is the most
Chest
important.
smell.
And the kiss that he's going to give is he is going. This hulking gorilla is going to club the two of his fists together and wind up above himself and just come right down on Arcas, our little Ursum boy, and miss. But Arcas is able to move out of the way, but you can hear a pretty solid thud where Arcas was once.
Arcas, no!
And
Never
the
mind. He goes.
Alex can't see him.
the shadow minion is now going to attack Micah and is going to do jack shit. This is going much differently than I expected. So now it is Micah's turn. So basically, both have tried to push out through the center of this I don't know exactly what to call it, this line that you guys have started to create, and both of them failed on their respective attacks. So Micah, now it is your chance to end this shadow minion.
Okay, maybe.
Maybe.
Would you say the distance between the shelves there is like about 10 feet or a little more?
Yeah, 10, 20.
Well, I think it's very
Oh,
important.
that's very
It's
important.
a little important for me to know.
Can Micah run over to
Yeah,
the gorilla
I'd say
thing?
that's 10.
Okay.
So you could run over to
Interesting.
the big boy if you want.
Okay. That's not what I'm thinking of doing, actually.
It's Slipfield, isn't it?
It's Slipfield.
It is absolutely Slipfield.
I'm going to use
Oh, it's been
Slipfield.
so long.
What do I need to do?
So,
Die.
yeah, so I'm
Now
putting
baddish.
my little like tessellated effect on the ground, and it's going to hit both the gorilla and the shadow minion because they're within 10 meters of each other.
Yep.
They're going to make evasion saving throws.
Okie doke. This is for the minion. The minion does not make it. The minion immediately slips and falls prone.
Play the Scooby-Doo sound.
That one?
Yes.
That was exactly
That
it,
was,
yeah.
God.
I can't. I'm not.
You don't even need to play it anymore.
It's some great Foley work right there.
Come there.
This is for he fails as well. This is for the hulking gorilla. So both Micah is able to make the ground underneath them basically have no friction, and not being able to hold themselves up. Both of them fall to the ground. I don't think they take any damage, but they really can't move.
Yeah. So when they fail, they fall down. They're unable to stand up or move more than 1 meter per move action.
Okay.
So yeah, just locking them down. Then I'm going to stay where I am for now.
Okay. It is now the flesh beast's turn, who sees that it is currently trying to be flanked. And what it is going to do is it is going to slither around the other side of this shelf and make a beeline towards the hulking gorilla that is now on the ground.
Ooh. Fantastic.
And we're at the top of the order again. So now it is Arcas, who now just has this hulking mass at his feet. In fact, I'm going to give him some benefit, considering the fact that he can't move. Although I think ranged attacks for prone things.
It's -2. Yeah.
Yeah, adjacent-
ranged or melee attacks gain +2 to hit a prone target.
If it's at range, they get -2.
Yeah, just kick them.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it says adjacent ranged versus.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it
right,
should-
but this
yeah.
thing is not. I don't want it to be able to like do an attack of opportunity when it's on the ground. Like that is a vulnerable thing to be at. So I'm going to just forego the penalty that would normally come with attacking at range, because he's just kind of firing at something at his feet that is not actively trying to fight him.
I guess
It is
that's the
like-
thing I'm-
You get a
that's the thing
bonus
I'm
as well.
questioning
all right. Yeah.
about.
Yeah. Well, now he gets a +2, so I'm just going to roll and I hit.
I guess he fucking kills it.
I guess he just fucking kills him then. No, but he would have hit no matter with that +2 or not. He does 7 damage.
Go.
It is now Alex's turn.
Okay. Alex is looking at the tide of the battle, feeling pretty good about it. He's going to grab his compad, which I think we established has the cameras on it.
Yep.
And is going to try to take a picture of the flesh beast and the whole gorilla.
Cool. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so he's like ducking down, getting his bag out again. Like he just didn't take his gun out. And he's like, cover me. Let me know if something is impendingly going to kill me. And then he's going to look through the camera and see if he can see anything through it.
Okay. Right now you can. You can see it. If you take a picture, you can like say, okay, yeah, that's the thing right
He's
there.
going to do that.
So you have proof, and I'll even allow you to take pictures of both of them since they're pretty close together. So you have the one, the whole, yeah, say cheese. The hulking gorilla is a little bit around a corner. So you might only have like some bits and bobs, like pieces of it that you see on the camera itself, but you have the flesh beast in all its glory captured digitally now.
Got it. Sweet.
Claire is going to continuing to fire at the not the shifting mass, the flesh beast.
Yeah.
That was another code name that I had in it. And she misses. Right. No, nah. Do you move?
Can I move to get partial cover behind that shelf and still have clear range of fire on the things? Okay,
Yep.
great. Then that's what I do. That is a 19 to hit the flesh beast.
19 hits the flesh beast.
Great. 5 damage.
Okie doke. Okay. So you guys it feels pretty good right now. Like you guys have
just waiting for
hemmed
them
it
to
in. Yeah.
Teleport away again.
So after this shot, you have effectively surrounded the two of these things. And in the middle of this warehouse appears something. No. You specifically see something appear in the middle of this warehouse.
I'm gonna make a snap attack and take a photo.
All right, I'll allow it.
Nice.
You now have pretty good pictures of all three of these things. In the middle of the warehouse stands a tall, slim figure that stands at nearly 7 feet tall. A collection of wings dots its body. 2 large wings come out of its back that give off a soft, fiery glow. Several more smaller wings cover the creature's features, its face, waist, feet, and hands.
How many eyes it got?
They're constantly shifting, so you only ever get a short glance at the features beneath it. Its skin is a glossy white with black speckles that almost looks like granite, yet still gives the impression of being soft. Despite much of its form shifting to constantly cover most of its features, set within its chest is one large, unblinking eye that is never covered. Its pupil shifts in color as it takes in its surroundings. And it speaks.
Should have saved my flashbang.
Kill it!
Be not afraid.
Oh,
Or
well,
I bring you tidings of great joy.
well, that kind of ruins the first line that I had.
All right. A little moment of silence to make that easier to cut out.
No, I love it.
F.
Because it's very clear what I've done here.
Yes.
I've played God.
Be not afraid.
Yeah.
We no longer mean you harm. Our plans are sacred to us. And when these plans are threatened, we take immediate and deadly action. However, the dominoes have already started to fall. No matter what action you take here, nothing can be done.
The flash on Alex's camera goes off.
Finding evidence against the Chancellorship, freeing McRaven, ending the Civil War, all irrelevant. As you are now irrelevant, we no longer seek your death. We can both go to live another day and seek our individual goals. Or we can continue this needless bloodshed. We are prepared to die for our goals, mortals. Are you? As
Kill it!
as its wings start to like not expand, but it starts to flex its wings so you can see its full wingspan. And it almost seems as if the other 2 things that you were fighting are starting to take almost orders from this thing. They've stopped what they're immediately doing. Granted, one of them is just flailing around on the ground, but they appear to await some response, including the minion that was still attacking Micah, that was summoned by the hulking gorilla. What do you do?
I want to kill it so bad. I feel like this is a very bad plan, but I want to kill it so bad. But that's okay because it's not my turn, and Nona is a follower, so I think we'll be safe.
It is now
Where were we?
actually. So it would now be the hulking gorilla's turn, but it's not. It is going to see how the situation plays out. Same with the shadow minion. They are both holding their actions. So Micah, it is up to you.
Yeah, I'm going to say, listen, we've got some idea what freaky shit you guys are up to. Not interested, pal. We'll show you if we're irrelevant or not. I'm going to swap out to my gun. I'm going to shoot it in the eyeball.
Okay, take a shot at it.
Oof. All right.
25.
That hits. Roll for damage.
This is gonna be bad.
Oh, yeah. No,
This is gonna be bad.
this is an unwise idea. But, 7 damage.
Character though.
Cool. And you hear it say, and as it's saying these things, you can't see a mouth on this thing. It's almost as if this conversation, these things that are saying, is coming directly from within your own mind.
Luckily, they're used to that.
And in response to this, it says, "That was unwise." It is now the hulking gorilla's turn, and it can't stand up. So the one thing here is the entire radius, right, is 10 meters, which means that immediately, like, Arcas' square or like behind this shelving unit would not have this frictionless thing go on.
My understanding of how the thing works is it's like an instant effect, and I choose whoever inside that radius I want to affect. But it's not like it stays as a grease puddle or something.
Oh, okay. So could you just quickly read all of that again so I know what the hell I'm doing?
So, yeah, as a main action, I commit effort for the scene and decrease friction at a single point in sight up to 10 meters in diameter are affected, making it difficult for enemies to move from their current position. All chosen targets make the saving throw or fall prone, becoming unable to stand up or move more than 1 meter per move action taken. So it doesn't really say they have to like stay in there, or that like if someone moves in later, they would slip or anything like that.
And it doesn't. It just lasts for the scene. Then he can't move for the scene.
The best I understand it.
Okay. So he's just then going to wait. I have to do a thing. One moment.
Shoot more things.
Damn it.
Oh, fail to shoot more things.
Yeah. The hulking gorilla is going to reach out and try and touch Arcas.
Touched by an angel.
This one's not an angel.
I mean, yeah, but they're on the same team.
Damn it. I'm rolling like shit. And Arcas is just like, no, and steps back even more as it like reaches out to try and grab his ankle. The shadow minion goes and attacks you, Micah.
Okay.
It does not hit. And now it's the flesh beast's turn. And it's going to hold its action for the new friend that we have. And they are going to take an action. How far away is everyone? Real quick, guys, would you say these three? 30 meters?
Roughly. It's a bit strange because I was imagining kind of this warehouse to be symmetrical down the center, which means I should be closer distance-wise, but the way you've drawn, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like the way you've drawn it, I'm in the room. They're not in the room. They should probably be farther away than I am, unless the warehouse itself is like asymmetrical.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
There's the truck bay over there, so maybe.
I'm going to say Alex and Claire don't need to do this.
Cool.
But everyone else, I want you to make a wisdom saving throw. Not a wisdom saving throw. It's a mental saving throw.
Actually.
And the saving throw is D20, and you have to get above or meter beat.
It's meter beat your save.
Okay. I passed.
I passed. 19.
Okay. Arcas failed.
God damn it, Arcas.
So you hear this ringing in your ears that you can't like get it out of your head. Nothing like explicitly happens to either you, Micah, or you, Nona. It's just a very annoying sound. But you see Arcas, and his eyes, there's something different about them. It's as if he's not in control of his own actions anymore.
Uh-oh.
That's specific. Yeah, you're not invited to join our group anymore. You kind of suck.
And it is now the flesh beast's turn.
Sure.
It's going to move up, and it is going to start channeling something within it. You just see within the creases of all of these different hides and these different shells and its eyes, they just start to glow, and the glowing starts to get larger, grow brighter and brighter and brighter. But nothing happens just yet. We go back to the top of the order.
Woo.
Arcas originally was looking at this hulking beast that's just squirming around on the ground, not being able to find its footing, turns his gun onto you, Micah, and without a word, fires.
Mother.
Yeah, okay. He's not invited to join our team.
He missed.
Okay.
Shit. Everything's shit.
I'm sorry you don't get to kill us, Jeffrey.
Oh my god.
All right. It is now Alex's turn. Snap, 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 snap.
Yeah, I mean, he took the pictures. I'm like seeing what's going on. I'm going to switch over to the rifle. Random question. How many things are on these shelving units? Are they like
Very sparsely.
they're sparse?
Yeah.
Okay.
You like if you're up against it, you can easily shoot through it. But if you're looking at things on an angle, they sort of add up, so you can barely see what's going on.
Mhm.
But if you're close, like and nearby, it's pretty easy to see through it.
In that case, Alex is gonna kind of seeing the flesh beast doing something. See Arcos like change over. He's gonna shoot the flesh beast.
Okay.
Or try to.
Take a shot.
Yeah. That is. Do I apply attack bonus to these rolls, or is
Yeah,
it just
for
Yeah.
shooting.
Uh-huh.
You're
13.
hooting balance.
13.
13 against the flesh beast is a miss.
Okay.
Cool.
It's now Claire's turn, who is going to do the same thing. Although she is a little worried about what just transpired, she can also see in and just saw Arcas take a shot at Micah. So she is going to move up against the wall and move actually towards the other window, open that one up, and is
We're
going to
not
also
smashing
shoot
them
it.
anymore. We're gently opening.
No, sorry.
Only
Open-
Claire. Everybody else is breaking them.
She's also going to take a shot at the flesh beast as
Oh.
it seems to be doing a thing.
Still nothing.
She misses. I'm just always missing. Here we go.
That's okay.
Missing today. It is now Nona's turn.
Okay, can I hit the flesh beast from here? It seems to have moved to a place that
You can, yeah. I mean, you can see it. It's not like it's getting blocked by
I was wondering
the
if it was
other
getting
one.
blocked by the giant nut angel.
the rock angel.
Yeah. Cool. In that case, I'm gonna take a shot at the flesh beast.
Okay.
That is a 23 to hit.
Yep, that hits. Roll for damage.
All right. That's a 6.
Okie dokie. Oh man,
that sure is
this could have
damage.
gone better. All right. It is now the hulking gorilla's turn. He is just gonna hold his action because he can't do a ton from where he is right now.
On the floor.
So it is now the shadow minion's turn. It's gonna take a big old swipe at Micah.
Mhm.
How many turns has this thing just been in front of you and just been like, yay?
Love
Like,
Yeah,
we're like lightly
We're basically friends now.
patting at it, and it's a miss. Stupid 9. Get out of here with all that. Miss me with that shit. Mike, it's your turn. I'm not bitter.
That's
You're
fine.
better.
Okay, I am gonna activate my kinetic transversal.
Okay, what does that do?
So I'm using that to walk up the shelving unit that's right there, assuming that it like can hold 5 kilos. I think.
Yes, it's a shelf. It can
yeah,
be able to hold
I
that.
hope so. All right, so I want to run up it. All right,
Holding things is like its main job.
so I'm gonna run up to the top of that. You said I was like 8 feet up or something.
Yes. If you do that, the shadow minion's going to be able to take another swipe at you.
Yep, I know.
Not that really matters.
No,
All right.
it is.
Let's
Are you gonna
let's
do
not
that?
shit on the shadow.
All right, hold on.
He's
You're,
doing
you're
his best.
going to do it?
Yes.
All right,
Yes,
here's the
that's
shadow
fine.
minion. It missed.
He's doing his best. Jeff.
Got a 5.
Anyways, all right. I'm getting up on the shelf, and I'm going to take a shot at the angel.
Okay, roll to hit.
Say 24.
Yeah, that hits. Roll for damage.
Okay. That's 10 damage.
Okie doke. All right. So all of you guys have acted within this round, and the flesh beast is still starting to glow, and it's starting to grow more and more. And you hear this rock angel call out to the flesh beast.
Zorv now.
And as this light starts to expand from the flesh beast, and it starts to engulf both this angel that appeared as well as this hulking gorilla mass, it covers them until you can't see them anymore. And then as quickly as this thing expanded over top of them, it's gone, along with the 3 of them.
I'm surprised by this. Stupid teleporting bitches.
But we're not out of combat just yet.
Cool.
We actually move back to the top of the round where Arcas still has this haze over his eyes and sees Micah up on the shelving unit and takes a shot.
And I don't get any cover for being up on the
No, you
shelf.
don't. And he rolled a 1. So, he missed.
You're doing great, buddy.
Get
missed.
down from there.
You get down here right now, Missy.
That's a write-off.
And it goes to Alex. What do you want to do?
Oh man. All right. Alex is going to gingerly open the window that he'd previously broken. And he's gonna go into the warehouse. And then whatever move he has left, Alex is gonna run at the shelf that Arcos is right next to. He's gonna knock it over onto Arcos.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay, cool. What I'm going to have you do to see if like it knocks him over and as well as the shelf over is I want you to roll. what do I want you to
Administer?
roll? Yeah. I want to see how well you can
he's
connect
good.
and see if the shelf has any friends. No, strength exert check, please.
Cool. Yeah.
I know
Alex is great.
Alex is great at that. So we'll move him over here. And you even have your arms outstretched like you're pushing something over. So there you go.
Amazing.
It's a 6. I rolled an 8, but his strength is -1 and his exert -1.
All
So
right.
that's
Just doing
So
great.
you push this over, and that's enough. It's not a very heavy shelf, and it does knock
Alex
Arcas.
isn't so much pushing it as he is just running shoulder first.
Yeah, yeah.
He's like,
And,
oh, my shoulder.
My frail body will certainly knock this over.
and Arcas was very clearly focusing on Micah, who is up on the shelf across the warehouse, and knocking into him. Probably has like a couple of empty paint canisters and just like some detritus. It all just falls over on top of him and knocks him down. So I will make him prone. There he is. Our good old Arcas boy is down, and now it's Claire's turn. Oh, Claire is a telepath.
Really?
Yeah. And so what she's going to do
Oh,
is she has noticed that Arcas has started to take shots at friendlies, which is not what you would expect him to do.
What?
So
Crazy
what
guy.
she is going to do is she's going to try and read his mind.
Friendlies is a little strong.
It's true. We just met.
Acquaintances.
Acquaintances.
Arcas failed his save, so she was able to everything everything else that he has done this
You
combat.
should get
Alright.
a new D20, maybe.
Maybe I'll switch it out. But not yet. So she calls out to the rest of you because she now has a better understanding of what's going on in there. It's like, well, it's kind of obvious that he's not in control of his own actions right now, but it's only temporary. I think it's about to wear off. We should just need to like pin him down or just like make sure he doesn't do anything to hurt us
we
or
need
each
to
other.
work on your in-battle explanations. They're
sorry.
very long. It's okay. We'll go over it later.
Just I don't know, tackle him, keep him on the ground.
That's good.
He's got a shelf on top of him. Would probably great.
And Nona, it is your go. We even though obviously a lot of focus is on Arcas, we still do have a shadow minion.
Yeah.
On
Okay.
the
Can I
board.
see that from where I am?
Oh yeah,
Like
yeah.
partial
You can
cover?
see it just fine.
All right. Cool. Then I'm gonna shoot at it. 'Cause
All right.
That's a thing that I do.
Try and hit it.
All right. 15 plus 4. That's a 19.
That's a hit.
Nice.
Number one.
That's
number one.
A mighty 1 damage.
Well, it doesn't matter. It's dead anyway.
All right, I killed the
Hey.
thing.
Um,
And now I'm going to move.
yes.
I'm gonna go closer to where Arcas is.
And
Yep.
just like his other shadow minion friends, as soon as you hit him again, he falls to the ground and just disintegrates, leaving no trace that he ever existed.
Dust in the wind.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
Or
it's
is dust in the
Okay.
wind. Mika.
Who?
Micah. Sorry.
What?
What?
So they all just teleported away. So my cool perch is worthless now. So I guess I'll run back down.
Okay.
And can I get over to like where Arcas is being covered by the?
Yeah, certainly. Yeah.
The shelf? Okay. So I want to run over there. I'm going to turn off my kinetic transversal. And I basically want to try and hold down the shelf so that he has like more trouble getting up and like moving around.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can do that. So it is going to be his turn next. And what I'm going to have the two of us do is roll a contest, a skilled contest, to see if he can do what he wants to do while you're trying to like pin him down.
Mm-hmm.
So I want you to roll strength exert against him.
Okay.
Don't worry, Alex has got this.
Got an 8.
9. So he is able to do what he wants to do, and he is able to wrench his rifle, and he sees the person that pushed the shelf down on top of him, and he's going to take a shot at Alex.
That's fine.
It's probably fine, right?
Alex is actually immune to bullets. It says that in his backstory. I don't know if you read the 5,000 pages I wrote.
He
for him.
fires,
Half of it's in German.
and that is a 16 to hit.
Yeah, a 16 will hit.
All right, wow. This is 2d8 coming.
That's all
coming
right.
at you.
If he rolls max HP, Alex will die.
That is 10 damage.
That's fine. That's not max. Okay, that's great. Ah, fuck.
And as right after he takes this shot, you can see this haze that was over his eyes, where he wasn't really paying attention to his surroundings, just slowly recede, and you can see he's trying to take things in and just realizes what he did. And he's just, oh, Alex, I'm Cookie Monster. I'm sorry for shooting you.
Cookie Monster! Did your gun just cut me?
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
How did this? What? Oh, fuck.
And so, with that combat, one, you guys have scared off these things. You've learned the name of one of them.
Yeah.
It wasn't
for
Chet.
sure.
And also, you'll level up.
Woo.
And we'll figure out what the hell all that means next time.
Yes, next time.
Next time.
My one jacket.
I also want to point out,
It has a hole now.
That's all.
really funny, is that Micah shot at the thing. It's like, you'll regret that, and then turned our new acquaintance against us, and then fucked off.
Immediately skedaddle.
I will say it did try and hit more of you.
I'm aware. It's just really funny that it's like, oh, you're going to regret it.
Imagine if Micah was the one getting mind
I
control.
thought we were gonna go for a total party kill here, and then it just left like a
Arcas speaks up from the phone and says, I was gonna go.
I'm sorry. Oh God, it's eating
I need to try and find my Urson voice real quick. Hold on.
remember not drunk Cookie
Let's
Monster.
take this. Let's take this off.
Let me-
It's like strong with the forces.
well, why am I like this? Hold on.
Why is it Grover?
It's deeper. Like, no,
That's closer.
that's closer.
Closer, yeah.
I'm a bear man. There we go. There's the bear man.
Let's go.
I'm a bear.
Well, like I
Ba-da.
was just came.